Hello, Ashley. It's been quite a while since we had our last conversation. How are things going for you lately? If I recall correctly, our most recent encounter was at our high school reunion last year. Isn't that right?
Oh, hi, Ruby. Yeah, it has been a while. What do you need?
What's with the cold reception? I know we haven't talked in a while, but we used to be really close. I thought you'd be over the moon to receive a message from me.
Why should that make a difference? We weren't even that close to begin with.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying it doesn't matter at all? We were inseparable in high school. How could you just dismiss it like we never had any connection?
Seriously? Do you have zero self-awareness? How can you speak like that after what you've done? How do you even manage to sleep at night?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you drunk or something? Get yourself together, Ashley.
I'm talking about what happened at the high school reunion. I'm talking about how you left and had an affair with one of our old classmates. He'd just gotten married a few weeks before. They got a divorce because you can't control yourself.
Oh, that. I didn't know you knew about that. I mean, I wanted to keep it a secret, but I guess there's no point in doing that now.
Really? Do you think you could keep something like that a secret? Of course I knew. Literally everyone at the reunion was talking about it. We're from a small town, and we all know each other. Everyone knew what was going on within the hour.
I didn't realize I was so famous. It seems like I made the right choice in having an affair with him.
Only for being a homewrecker. I'm not sure that's something to be proud of. If anything, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Maybe, maybe not. But at least people are talking about me. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. Me and David broke up a long time ago, so there's nothing more to talk about on that subject. I started seeing someone new, and now my life couldn't be better.
Oh, I see. So, why did you contact me? We barely spoke at the reunion. I didn't think there was anything to be said between us. Honestly, I didn't expect to ever hear from you again.
Guess where I'm at? Portland, baby. It's been amazing so far. Life here is like a dream come true. I can't even describe how much I'm loving it. You know what? I wish I made this move earlier. It's that incredible. You gotta come visit, girl. You won't regret it.
Portland, Oregon?
That's the one. I just found out that your husband is one of the clients at the company I'm working for now. Isn't that crazy how stuff works out sometimes? I never saw it coming, but there he was, right in front of me. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, I see.
We didn't get a chance to talk for long, but he told me about how he was away from home for 6 months for work.
Yeah, I think he's scheduled to be there until around September.
According to him, he landed the assignment because his manager really liked him. It's awesome to establish those workplace connections because they could be super useful. Don't you agree? Building relationships that could really pay off in the long run.
Well, that's one way to put what happened.
There's one thing I've been wanting to ask you. Why didn't you come with your husband here? I can't imagine being away from someone I love for that long. It'd break my heart. You don't have any kids, right?
No, we don't have kids. But it just wasn't going to work out. It would have been a major blow to my career to be away for so long.
Instead of continuing to work, you could have simply quit. And then you would have been able to join him in Portland. It's hard to believe you value work more than your own family. If you keep going down this path, you might end up losing your husband before you even realize it. I'm just looking out for you, giving you a heads up.
It wasn't that simple. A lot of factors went into the decision for me to stay here. For one, we just started a major project at my job a week ago. I'm taking the lead on this particular project, so it would have been a major setback to abandon it. And even if I could hand the reins to someone else, I didn't want to leave my coworkers short-handed in the middle of something important.
Oh, really? I don't think your career is that important to you. But I guess the decision has been made, so it doesn't matter either way.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I have to go. A client is calling me. I'll text you later if that's all right.
No problem. Talk to you again soon. Hey, Ashley. How you been lately?
Fine. What is it?
Another cold reception. Do you always greet people like that? I'm really disappointed. It's as if our years of friendship hold no value in your eyes. Or at least try and be more happy when I text you.
Why would I be happy to get a message from someone like you?
Someone like me? What did I do?
I know you, Ruby. You always have an ulterior motive when you contact anyone. So, what do you want?
Good grief. That's a really harsh thing to accuse someone of. Can't I just chat with a friend? Don't make it seem like that.
Okay. What did you want to chat about?
Well, as it happens, there is something that's been going on and I need to tell you about it. Brandon's been living with me for a while and he's in Portland on business.
Brandon? As in my husband?
Guess what? We've actually been living together for the past few months. Ta-da! Bet you didn't see that coming, huh? Sorry for keeping it a secret, but I didn't want to hurt you. It was eating me up to hide it from my best friend. So I decided to come clean in a gentle way, hoping it wouldn't upset you too much.
I have no idea what to say.
I know. I'm sure it's pretty surprising and you're probably pretty confused. I get it. Your husband was taken away from home by work, and then someone that you used to be pretty close to stole him away from you in a romantic sense. I'm sure that's a lot to take in, but really, it's kind of your fault for making him live by himself in an unfamiliar place for so long. Of all people, I'm one who understands how that feels, and it's not a good feeling. I had to move to Portland because things that weren't my fault, and had to learn how to make do in a new city by myself. I understood the loneliness that he was feeling, and that's what brought us together.
Do not try to make what you were doing okay by getting poetic. I can't believe you'd pull the stunt again. When are you ever gonna stop?
Apologies, but that's my nature when I'm in love. When I have strong feelings for someone, I can't help but go all in, going above and beyond to demonstrate the depths of my affection and how much they truly matter to me.
Having an affair with a married man is nothing to brag about, especially when the person you're talking to is that man's wife.
I guess you're right. I promise though I wasn't bragging. I just felt like you should know. He's away from home and feeling lonely, so I filled that hole that you left by not coming with him. You should be happy he's not miserable. He must have been so depressed when you chose to prioritize your work instead of staying by his side. I mean, what kind of wife are you? You clearly don't deserve someone as good as Brandon.
Is that so? You take pride in the fact that you stuck your hand into another couple's marriage? At this point, I'm starting to think cheating with a married man is just a hobby for you. Are you going around seducing married men just for your own amusement?
Right. You're just jealous that we're madly in love. We have each other, and nothing will stand in the way of us being together. Honestly, I'm a little sorry for taking him from you. You're my best friend after all, but with Brandon's love, I know I'll get over it soon.
Ruby, did Brandon not tell you what happened between me and him?
Huh? What do you mean? What happened?
We've been divorced for several months now. Did you not know that?
What? Are you serious?
There was a lot that happened before he left. We tried for years to make it work, but there were just too many bad feelings between us. It was time to let go and both of us move on. Besides, with the way that he got put onto that assignment in the first place, I really don't think it will be the last. On top of all that, it's like I was saying when we talked a few months ago. My career is important to me, and our relationship had deteriorated to such a point that there was no way I was going to give up to chase after him.
My goodness. He never said anything about that. Are you sure you're telling the truth and not pulling some kind of prank on me, right?
No. Why would I lie to you? You remember when we talked about 6 months ago? The divorce was finalized about 2 weeks after that.
This is all new to me. I think I need a little time to process this. So when me and Brandon started talking, you were already divorced?
Yes, and because we have no kids and I make plenty of money on my own, there wasn't much to the divorce. It was all said and done pretty quick. Not that it really matters at this point, but there is one thing I'm curious about. When did you and Brandon start seeing each other?
About 4 months ago. What's wrong?
When did you start living together?
Almost 2 months ago.
And the two of you never talked about his marriage or anything. I'm surprised you didn't notice such a thing.
I never asked. But hang on a second, something's not right. He gets phone calls and texts sometimes from someone that he said is his wife. And the other day he asked me to leave our apartment until the evening because he said his wife was coming. If that's not you, then who is he talking about? Have you ever come to visit Brandon while he's been in Portland?
No, not even once. All of the divorce papers were handled through our attorneys. There's no reason for me to see him in person.
Then why would he tell me his wife was coming to visit? Who the hell is he talking about? There's something seriously wrong here. Either you or Brandon is lying to me. Tell the truth.
Maybe he got remarried. That could be a possibility.
To who? You know something, don't you? Just tell me.
If I had to guess, I would say it's probably the woman he was seeing when we divorced.
What? He was seeing someone when you divorced? Why didn't you tell me about this before?
I told you our relationship was in a shambles. That's another reason why we split. Brandon is not good at being faithful. He had more than one affair while we were together. Sounds like it didn't take him long to remarry and find a way to cheat on his new wife. Ugh, he never learns.
Wait, do you know the person that he was cheating on you with when you divorced?
Of course I knew. I wanted to have some leverage if he decided to make the divorce proceedings difficult. So I paid to have a full investigation done. Part of that investigation was to look into the background of the woman he was seeing.
Tell me who it is. I really want to know. This is very important to me.
Now that I think about it, there is a chance that you know her too.
Who is it?
Her name is Lisa. She's the daughter of his old manager before he left on the 6-month work assignment. You said that Brandon is a client of your company, right? You may have met her at some point. I'm not sure if she's a full-time employee at the company Brandon works for, but I hear that she's involved herself in business affairs sometimes.
What does she look like?
I don't really remember, but she is only 18 years old and mostly just does company work from time to time, so her father will give her an allowance.
What? 18? You gotta be kidding me.
A little time has passed since the investigation, so she might be 19 by now.
How did they even get involved with each other? She's so young.
I believe she visited the office when she was still in high school. That's how they originally met. When I confronted Brandon about the affair, he said that he fell in love with her the first time he saw her. Her father was furious when he found out. That's why he sent Brandon on an extended work trip, so they would be far away from one another. It seemed that plan has not worked out like he had hoped. For a while, I was really bitter about the fact that he got involved with someone so young. But looking back, he was never good at being faithful. The age of the woman doesn't change that.
This doesn't make sense. I thought he loved me.
I think her family's money has a lot to do with his motivations as well. Despite her father's initial anger, Brandon seems to be doing well financially. Some mutual friends tell me he's always blowing money like he will never run out. So I'm pretty sure he's getting quite a bit of money from her.
How could he do that? She's more than 10 years younger than him. It's disgusting.
I agree. It creeps me out to think about their relationship. But that's not my business now.
But if all this is true, then why aren't they living together? Why is he living with me?
I remember something about them having a new house built. They're probably waiting for construction to finish and then move in together. A friend of mine that works at the company told me that she's pregnant now. So I'm sure they plan on moving in together any time now.
She's pregnant too? Oh my goodness! I can't believe this.
So I hear. She's probably due sometime next month or the month after.
But what does this all mean for me? He was just using me for a place to live until he was ready to move in with her? Does she know about all of this?
I find it kind of funny that you should be so upset. Didn't you message me in the first place to brag about stealing my husband from me? So you could say that the pain you're feeling now is exactly what you hoped I would feel, huh?
This is different. I don't care about you.
Wow, at least you're honest, I guess.
You always had the best grades in high school, and the teachers and the boys always loved you more than anyone else. You think you're so much better than everyone else. I always hated you so much.
Ruby, it's been over 10 years since we graduated high school. Whatever happened in high school is long past now. Let it go.
I can't let it go. You always had everything, and no one ever wanted me. It's just not fair. I love him so much. I thought this was fate when I moved to this city and he came here for business. It was like the universe saying we should be together. I thought I had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be happy and get revenge on you all at once.
Well, it looks like another woman is going to get that happiness in the end. I wish her luck trying to keep him faithful, though.
What should I do? I don't understand how he could do this to me. It hurts so much. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to tell you. Talking to me about it won't help. Brandon and I have nothing to do with each other anymore.
You are his wife first.
Yes, and we divorced. If I were to put myself in the middle of his life now, it would only cause chaos for everyone. I'm not getting in the middle of this.
Well, what if you just talk to him? As a friend?
But we're not friends.
We're not.
Look, Ruby, It doesn't matter how you ask. There is nothing I can do for you.
Please help me.
I can't. Anyways, I have to go. I have a date tonight and I need to get ready.
A date? You're seeing someone already?
I've been single for several months now. There's nothing strange about me going on a date. Bye, Ruby.
Ashley, please help me. Just give me some advice. I haven't been feeling well the last 2 days, so I took a pregnancy test. The test was positive. I didn't even plan on getting pregnant. Brandon already left me to go live with her. My heart hurts so much, and I don't know what to do. Cynthia came to my office yesterday. She told my manager about how I was having an affair with a client. Brandon's company is canceling a contract tomorrow. There's a rumor that the company is blaming me for the lost contract, and I could be fired any day now. On top of all that being pregnant, I really don't know what to do, Ashley. I always do this to myself. Why can't I be smart like you? I had to move here because my family found out about my relationship with our old classmate, the one who was married. And they cut me off and told me they didn't want to see me ever again. So I moved here to try and start a new life, but look at me now. I thought that Brandon would marry me, and we would have a baby and build a life together. I told him that I was pregnant, and he just blew me off. He said there's no way he's going to get another divorce and start all over rebuilding his life. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to raise this child as a single mom, and I might be out of a job. What do I do? Ashley, are you there? Please, Ashley, you're smarter than me. You'll know what to do. Please just give me some advice. Don't leave me all alone like this. Ashley, are you there? If you're a real friend, you'd help me out right now. Ashley!
Ruby's desperation in her last messages made me wonder if Brandon would even pay her child support, or if he would try to ignore her and the child altogether. In the end, that didn't matter. The DNA test eventually proved that the baby wasn't his to begin with. Ruby still insisted that the child was his, but the DNA test doesn't lie. When that didn't work, she finally admitted that she'd had a one-night stand with another man. She contacted the man she had been with that night, and he agreed to pay her one lump sum rather than child support, and then disappeared from her life. She fled town and went back to her parents' place while she was pregnant, but that didn't last long. After the baby was born, she immediately put him up for adoption. Her family disowned her immediately when she did that. As for Brandon, things didn't exactly end in an ideal way for him either. Rumors about his relationship with the manager's daughter began circling around the company. Some went so far as to say that he manipulated her into a marriage for her money. No one would trust him anymore, and his work performance plummeted. Last I heard, the company was actually close to declaring bankruptcy because of the chaos that he started with his relationship with Cynthia.